Heroes, welcome back. Hey, Samuel. Hey, Evan. Hey, Oliphant. I think we're getting to the end of Wytchwood. Oh, you can see my dresser. I think, you know, I asked Grid today, I was like, should we take down the green screen? And he was like, no. Why would we do that? I was thinking maybe because we will just, it'll be in the way. Grid! Thank you so much for 59 months of making it happen. And then taking it down and making it happen somewhere else. And then making it happen while we're on the road. And stuff. Hey, newbie. Hey, Static. Did I not say hi? What, did I miss you? I didn't even see you. I don't know.
Hey, here's the thing.
Well, I guess it could go in front. Shut up, Grid. Shut up. Okay, it's been a very long day. We spent all day... We had all the boxes in the living room. But of course, the furniture needs to go outside first. I guess it doesn't really matter that it goes out first, but the furniture needs to go outside at a specific time when we have the pod, because I physically can't help bringing some of the furniture downstairs. Since 7, I'm sorry, I am late. Listen, it was also hair washing day, and I've just gotten, I'm so tired. We did so much lifting today. Yeah, so I physically can't bring a lot of the furniture downstairs. I have an extremely heavy desk. We have a whole matching bedroom set of furniture. We just have a lot of furniture that, with 2 bum wrists and, I don't know, my noodle arms, I physically can't help bring downstairs. So we were gonna ask some buff and beefy friends to help us, but then we decided we're just gonna fucking hire movers. Because we've asked our buff and beefy friends to help us before, and it's just, I feel bad every time. They're lovely. They always say yes, like idiots. Like fools. Hey, Dev. Don't say. So we moved all the furniture into the living room so that it can go out easier. Because we ordered movers for 2 hours. So whatever they can move in 2 hours, then we're gonna move the rest of it. And the rest of it can be boxes, and that's fine. And a pair of bums. Yep, that's it. So we just did a lot of lifting that I was not unequipped to, or not equipped to do. No, not really any updates yet. Mortgage rates are going up, which is great. Just great. I mean, money is conceptual anyway. The amount of money that I need to say I'm going to pay back for a home loan is like, I don't get it. I've just been too poor for my whole life. I just don't understand it. I'm like, yeah, I'll pay you back $195,000. Sure. I'll probably die before then. Retirement? I'm not planning for that. I don't know. So, whatever. I still qualify for the mortgage. We're still making it happen. Thank you so much, Dark Gray Moon, for 7 months. I really appreciate it. I'm like squirreling away all this sub money. Just in case. It's not going to the house. I'm keeping it for the stream pot, especially when we get into the new house and I can expand the system hopefully a little bit. But I'm just keeping it there just to look at it. Not involved with the house stuff, just to be like, okay, I will not be on the street. I will not end up on the street. It's okay. I won't end up on the street. But yeah, and then we spent, it's like 60 degrees. It was like 54 degrees all afternoon. It's really cold today, which honestly has been great because I haven't been sweaty. Hey, Infinity. Oh my god, newbie. That wasn't an ask. That's fucking 20 gift subs. What are you doing? There's not even 20 people watching right now. Shit, newbie. Thank you so much. Oh god, there's so many names in there that I recognize. Thank you. I'm mad about it, but it's going into the fund of I'm not gonna be on the street. But I'm not gonna be on the street. There's no universe where I'm gonna be on the street. I just meant like that's not attached to the mortgage, so it's not. I haven't even told the bank that I have it, so I don't have to explain to the bank that I play video games on the internet for people to watch. Who knows? Maybe when I actually apply for the actual mortgage, they'll say, "Oh, so what is this weird shit that you do?" And then they'll send like a mortgage appraiser to watch the stream, and then you guys will have to stay on your best behavior. I'll have to like ban every word, all of them. But oh my god, thank you so much, newbie. Holy shit. It's too many subs. Fuck. I hope, you know, the universe where street means house. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna happen. I'm hoping, so is my mother. We're both hoping that... Oh, thank you for just a little bit like a nice little bit of window treatment on my side of the road box. That's what that is. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect, Samuel. Thank you so much. Hey, Steph. My mortgage guy's name is Bob, also. I don't know if he's the one that... I don't understand how the mortgage people happen, so... Bob's been helping me now. He's like... He's not an underwriter. The underwriters are different people. It's probably the underwriters that we'll have to deal with later. I don't know. I don't know how this works. No. No, that is not his last name. Hey, Beanie! But anyway, I'm hoping that we're gonna hear more Monday. My mother also thinks that we're gonna hear more Monday. I'm just, I don't know. Monday and Tuesday are gonna be so busy for me. It's not even gonna matter. If they send me a contract Monday, there's fuck all I'm gonna do about it because I have 8 people coming in that I have to settle in apartments and also somehow take all of them grocery shopping. So, I don't know. Goodness. We've almost got everything out of the attic. We don't have everything out of the attic, but we almost have everything out of the attic. Oh, group grocery shopping does happen. But I only have a maximum of, like, I have a minivan. Well, I mean, it's not my minivan, it's the theater's minivan. And oh my god. So we have a convention that's happening at the big theater in August. And I shit you not, the minivan that my actors will be driving, the minivan that my Broadway actors will be driving has a Japanese cat girl on the side of it. It is just the most wonderful stock photo of a they got the van wrapped. It's a wrap with fandom stuff on it, and there's a fucking cat girl on the driver's side of the van. And then there's a guy with a sword, I don't know. And then there's 2 other anime cosplayers, I don't know. They're not anybody in particular, but I just can't get over the fucking cat girl. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go grocery shopping in. Why did I get a text in the last 10 minutes? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to find the picture. Can I show it to you from my phone through a camera? That's the side of the van. It's not gonna... I guess it's not gonna get clearer than that. But like, just... I can't. I'll also put it in Discord, but it won't be till later. I hope the actors will at least be good-humored. They're all mostly young. I say young. They're in their, like, 20s or 30s, most of them. Oh yeah, no, it's a human cat girl. It is a realistic cat girl. It's not a drawing of a cat girl. It is a real cat girl. Oh, we have to, okay, craft a silver bullet for the huntsman. Didn't this take like 16 things that we don't have? I don't know how to get to the mountain. Oh, everything requires us to get to the mountain. Interesting. All right. I guess we're gonna have to switch over to a different thing that we're gonna do. So we have a lot of actors coming in, and they need to have access to cars. And there's like 9 of them. So one car is not enough. So we need 2 cars. So in this circumstance, I borrow the minivan from the big theater. So it's bad enough that my actors have to drive a minivan, but there's a convention happening at the big theater in August. So they got the van wrapped. Let me pull up the picture again. The van, to be fair, looks a lot better when it's wrapped. It doesn't look like a gigantic rusting piece of garbage. But this is the side of the van. It's not going to get clearer than that, but you know. I saw it and I went to pick it up on Friday, and we pulled up to the side of it and I just started to cry. Like, I basically just started to laugh, cry. I do have freckles. I've always had freckles. They've always been there. I guess I wear foundation a lot, but I usually try to make my freckles show up through the foundation. Apparently the convention was trying to get streamers to sponsor. I'm not sure if they wanted the streamers to sponsor the event or if they wanted to sponsor the streamers. I'm not sure what that situation was. But I'm also very offended. Like, hi guys. I'm quite sure that it was a stock photo where someone searched cosplay. I just have met our marketing department. I mean, I shouldn't be like this. Can we... Ah, so okay, we really need to go to the thingy. Okay, we've found the hogs in the market. We can't get to the mountains yet still. So I guess let's go to the whatever in the village. A-B-R-A. Ah, God. Hang on. A-B-R-A-C-A-D-A-B-R-A. Thank you. Abra, abracadabra. Wanna reach out and grab ya. It's definitely a diva. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. I'm so horrified. I just. No, because it's got too many repeating letters. A, B, D. Nope. I don't know why that one worked out so good. I did okay with that one. Oh, man. See, I have to click on this now. For science. It is. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to get pictures of all the other parts of the van and then see if you guys know what they are. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom in on the other. I don't. Who's that? This is the worst way I could show you a picture. Who's got a 3-pronged... Oh, you already did it? Grid already did it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! I love you, Grid. Listen, I love holding up my cell phone to the screen. Like, we don't have thousands of dollars of real electronics here. It's like, you know, when a boomer tries to copy in a copy machine their phone or something. My boss keeps asking me how to do, like, specific computer things. And she said to me the other day, she's like, "You're a millennial?" I'm like, "I didn't have the internet till I was 18. I don't know how to help." Just who picked the cat girl? I want to know. I need to know which staff member picked the cat girl. I do that, Beanie. I do that. Is there a better way? I don't have Apple Air Transfer, whatever it is. I don't want to get a cable. What's the better way to do that? Oh no, am I a boomer? Fuck. I read that as you can use your Chipotle to find your phone, and I was like, cool, you go to Chipotle too much. Okay, I feel a little better. Not a lot, but a little. Oh, well, I don't want any of my photos on the cloud. Not that I have taken one single, like, nudie photo ever, but I don't want any of my photos on any kind of cloud. Also because 95% of my photos are all those stupid pictures that you have to take in Pokemon Go in order to get points and stuff. Okay, maybe I have occasionally taken a nudie picture because I am laying pantsless in bed and I snap the picture real quick and, like, my ass is in the picture. Now you guys know what to expect when you hack all my stuff. I don't even think we have a printer anymore. You direct print from your phone? What, to like the work computer? Or the work printer? How the fuck do I do that? I need a new phone. I'm just kind of running around the fields until we find the hawk. I have no idea where the hawk is. Why? I didn't even try to go over to you. Like, if you press interact with something, and then you hold it a second too long after you pick up whatever the thing is, it just takes you in the direction of the next thing that you can interact with, except you can't fucking interact with a turkey. Well, shit. See, I just annoyed the CFO until he gave me the direct link. That's kind of how most of my first month went, was annoy somebody way high up in the chain until they solved my problem for me. The deal about the pheasants is. Am I gonna be able to interact with the pheasants? The track in here is almost like sad. Almost melancholy, and I don't really understand why. I feel like well-tilled farmland should be peaceful but cheerful, you know? I'm kind of excited. One of our folks that was supposed to come in tomorrow has requested his train be rescheduled for Monday, so I don't have to do so much tomorrow, which is awesome because it's Sunday and I don't want to. But also that's gonna make Monday worse, so... But then it's all gonna be worse in one day, together, collectively. So I guess that's good, right? It's like if you have to go to the dentist in the DMV, you might as well do it in the same day and then just throw the day in the garbage, right? Exactly. Oh, this is somebody new. Oh there, ma'am. Hope you don't have business that way. The mill's in the spot of in a spot of trouble. The mill, you say? Aye, so I do. I was just about to drop off my wheat to the nice couple that works there, but when I heard the ruckus, I thought it best to wait here. What ruckus? Are they beset by bandits? Worse, a businessman. The Hawk is the land baron that owns most of the property around these parts. I saw him banging on the mill's door with a greedy look in his eyes. Trust me, it's best to lay low until the storm blows over, unless you want to end up penniless. I have little use for coin, therefore nothing to lose. Perhaps I ought to see what the fuss is about. That's a good point, Dab. That is a good point. If you are high as balls, the DMV is a better place. Oh, there's the Hawk already. Okay. Is this the Sheriff of Rottingham? By decree of the local bylaw, you must come out. Any who interfere with the eviction of this property will face full legal consequences for obstruction of justice. As the stately tycoon hammers on the mill door, a pair of shaking voices call out from the nearby window. Please, Master Hawk, we just need a little more time. You've had ample opportunity to renegotiate our contract at the Civic Hall. This is no time for excuses. Now open this door at once. More miserable contracts. Drop the pretenses, Hawk. You're nothing more than a crook in fancy clothes. Excuse me, but this business does not concern you, madam. Take your snide remarks and be off. I'll determine what business earns my concern. Thank you very much. I'd like to hear the other side of the story for myself. Well, if they insist on remaining locked inside, then I shall depart. But if I do not receive my payment at the bank soon, even a locked door won't stand in my way. The Hawk steps smartly around you and off down the road back to the village, leaving a trail of dust in his wake. These poor millers are still too shaken up to come out. I'll have to get in around the back somehow. I don't feel like I've ever actually been in a micro center. Barricaded mill entrance. I hate the baby laugh so much. I don't understand the barrel. Like, I don't know why I can look at them, but do anything about them. No, yeah, tech store, yep. That's true, it could scream. How did you get in here? Did the Hawk send you? We don't have anything left to give, we swear. Relax, I'm no thug. It seems like you two are caught between a rock and a bureaucrat. Just how did you get into such a pickle? What's to tell? The Hawk is our landlord and we work this mill for him. We always been on time with our payments, never missed them once. But that greedy tyrant has been steadily hiking up the cost. We've barely been able to feed ourselves and pay our dues, but we always manage to scrape by. Then this last month, he raised the rent again. And what's worse, somebody broke in during the night and cracked our millstone. If we can't grind flour, we'll never be able to get the money. And now he says if we can't pay, he'll evict us. Awfully suspicious that your millstone was damaged right as the rent increased. Almost like he wants to get rid of you. We've explained the situation to him, but that man only has eyes for gold. Not a kernel of kindness resides in his heart. Well, let me take a look at that grinder of yours. A broken mill isn't much good to anyone, regardless of who owns it. Really? You'd do that for us? If the millstone was repaired, we just might be able to make enough flour before the deadline. You inspect the granite millstone and run your fingers along the wide crack that has rendered the device dysfunctional. Just as I thought. This appears to have been done on purpose. The heavy stone could be coaxed back together, but it will require strong bonding magic. That's fine. In search of prey. Well, that's good. Grid gets asked for help in Best Buy way more often than I think is reasonable for someone who only exclusively wears black. Like, sure, if you walk into Walmart and you got a blue shirt on, okay, but fucking Best Buy and you're in all black. Is that where the wisdom is stored? In the beard? Richard Stallman? Oh dear. Oh my god. You know, there's been a lot more women working in the Home Depot around me than there have been in any year past. And I went to Valvoline the other day to get the oil changed in the anime van, which was not mortifying at all. But there was, the manager at Valvoline was like, she was a woman, and it was the most amazing fucking oil change I've ever had in my entire goddamn life. It was just so, and it was really cute because one of the kids there, I say kid, he was probably in his 20s, he's probably not a kid, but he behaved like a child. He was like, oh, you work at the theater down across the town. My brother acted there once, and he like couldn't remember the show his brother was in, and it like but he told me his brother's name, and I didn't quite sound familiar, so he like went into the other room to call his mom to figure out what show his brother was in, but they couldn't like remember. So I came down with a bunch of discounted ticket passes for them. I was just like, you guys are adorable, and this is the best experience I've ever had. Please just, I want you to have these. We have like a whole program where we give out $5 tickets, which is a great deal because tickets can run from $40 to $60. So like a $5 ticket is nuts. But we're trying to get people in who aren't normally theater people, so really excited to be able to do that. That felt real good. You place the idol atop the old millstone. The vines wind their way neatly into the crack of the millstone, beginning to seal it anew. The heavy stone could be coaxed back together, but it will require strong we already did that, sorry. The cobblestones clunk down on the face of the millstone. An ominous creaking sound fills the mill as the grindstone begins to shift and warp. Then with a bang like thunder, the crack on the stone snaps closed. The couple marvel at the millstone, running their hands over the smooth surface. It's been fixed? It's been fixed! The stone should be more durable than ever. I dare say it might even hold up to any future attempts at sabotage. Oh my, what a wonder. If it's all the same to you, we need to get our grain processed right away. The Hawk has no patience when it comes to money. He'll already be back at the bank putting through the paperwork. I ought to talk some sense into that penny-pinching buzzard. If I go now, I'm sure I'll intercept him at his office. Yeah, we're trying to be really conscious because we moved into a lower income neighborhood. We're not very far from where we used to be, but we're far enough. And we really, really don't want to be a shitty gentrifying influence. We want our neighbors to be involved in what we do. So hopefully we can put our money where our mouth is. Where is this going? Oh, this is to the village. Convenient. Excuse me. I want like a little... I want the cauldron on our head, but I want it as a little like necklace pendant. I'm so annoyed because we play all these games and I'm sure a lot of them have great merch, but it's not the merch that I want specifically. I wish I could design merch. Hire me, gamers. You don't have an account here, man. Whoa, that's far enough. No one gets in there on my watch. Okay. Thought we were gonna have a better conversation, but it seems like not. You conniving knave. I know you sabotaged those poor miller's grindstones. Or grindstone, wait. So what if I did? The property value has gone up and they can't afford the rent. It's up to me to find someone else who can. People like you will never be satisfied. You'll always want more and more. Tell me, Master Hawk, what in this world would sate your hunger for gold? Simple. The rumpling. Are we getting dirty again? Is that where this is going? We getting nasty? The whatling? The rumpling. A precocious fey alchemist. They say he's in possession of an alchemist stone that can turn whatever it touches into gold. If the legends are to be believed, the one to catch the rumpling would be paid his weight in gold. Then why not put your mind to catching the rumpling instead of harassing your poor tenants? Oh, believe me, I've tried. But he's a crafty fellow. I've only ever gotten my hands on a single clue, and I've got that locked up tight in my vault. Seems like you're robbing the world of an opportunity. Just because you can't find this rumpling fellow, no one else can? You eye the nearby bank vault suspiciously. The single guard looks simple enough to bypass. Okay, so the totemic mood drop we actually, like, need. And then this is... Where is that? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're gonna need more goblin snot. Alright, I guess let's go back to get some goblin snot, and then we'll go to the swamp. I bet we're gonna be able to get through that, I don't know, troll now? I think? I bet that's gonna be the way to the mountains, too. Oh man, I have to get up at like 6:45 tomorrow to put somebody on the train. Gas is too expensive for me to be driving everybody places these days. Wish I could just go at the squirrels with a hatchet. Maybe. Oh. Oh, it's the dryad. I was like, what the fuck is mad at me? Thought it was something behind the trees. Ouch. I do like how we scared the snot out of them. That is funny. What? I only got one? Just Hughes. Oh, that sucks. I kind of don't really keep track. I think it's just under 4 around here. Like 490. I barely keep track because, like, I gotta buy it anyway. Fuck. Oh, is that not goblin snot? What is it? Oh, it's ectoplasm. Motherfucker. Well, this was a waste. I'm not saying I don't want it to go down, but I still am not in as bad a shape as I was in like 2014, where $5 could get me to school once or to dinner, or, you know, my one meal a day. Today was hair washing day and it was so cold. I sticking my head in the which ones give us ectoplasm? Maybe it's that one. Sticking my head in the sink really sucked. Oof. Triple X. Oh, that hurts, Feeny. That hurts. I just need to start riding the motorcycle everywhere. Okay, I guess we gotta go back to the swamp. It's much more palatable to fill the motorcycle's 2-gallon tank. They are cool. It's just inconvenient when I have to drive people places. I don't remember what gives us the shiny rock, though. It must have been digging stuff up, but I don't remember for a fact. I remember we got one, but I don't know where. Maybe let's go see the troll. I almost think I might have gotten one out of a chest and not out of... That's a shiny stone. Oh, you know what? I know the answer. It's a totemic moondrop. Okay. They're so happy. Ugh. While the guard is busy picking his fingernails, you quaff the fruity tasting elixir. Its masking effects tickle the tips of your toes with a tingling sensation. While you don't feel any different on the inside, you know your outward appearance has changed when the guard glances up at you. Oh, hey Leonard, is it time for my shift change already? Ah, yes, I'm here to relieve you. You better go and get some shut-eye while you still can. You don't gotta tell me twice. I feel like I've been on my feet all day long. Don't worry, I'll keep this vault nice and secure. You can count on me. Oh, sure, just keep your back straight. The Hawk's in a foul mood today for some reason. The guard stretches his shoulders and walks away, leaving you all alone with the bank vault. You find the Hawk's treasure map framed with pride. It's little more than a tattered corner of a larger whole. No wonder the Hawk didn't get very far. This is barely a scrap. Squinting at the half-torn line work, you can make out the cartographer's description of giant dragon bones with a red X marking the spot. The carcass looks awfully familiar. I wonder if it's the same as that one rotting out in the swamp. I guess the Hawk never had much reason to go searching there. Not many real estate investment opportunities. You know, I almost made another one of those, and then I was like, no, we're never gonna use another one. We've used everything more than once, which I think is really cool. Went the wrong way again. Wompin'.
Surgery scheduled for September 6th.
Oh. Well, at least it's scheduled. Good luck hanging till then. zone. Okay, well, we can make one of these. We can make a weird water. God, stop being so damp. That is good. That's better than a tear. The beast's rock-like remains dissolve into a disgusting white goo, leaving behind a conspicuous hidey hole. You reach your hand into the hole and pull out a single copper coin encrusted with grime. After scraping away the muck on the coin, you can barely make out a motto etched into the metal surface. To summon the alchemist to thee at the Fey Ring, you must pay the required fee. Fey Ring? I wonder if it's referring to that overgrown mushroom patch in the forest. Oh. Guess I assumed it was the candle patch that's here in the swamp. Or the candle circle. Okay, well, I don't see it as an ingredient, so. Oh, it's just gonna be a yawny night. I did so much work today, though. Stayed in bed until like noon, which was didn't have, but felt good. Okay, well this is not it. Is it the one with the frogs? Oh, Yanni. Still so mad that that's a reference anybody gets. How dare. How dare. That was a part of, I just figured he was, I don't know. I just didn't think anybody would ever remember who he was in this, the year of our Lord, 2022. So blessed. I don't see the coin. I thought it said pay. fuck is you? Deer spirit. What's this? That worthless coin said this would summon the rumpling, not some flowery deer. You take a closer look at the discarded floral branch. Antler? Branchler? One of the growing buds looks larger than the rest and it twitches when you poke it. Oh, hello there. Looks like this sprout needs some fresh fairy water. There's no water at this fairy circle, but surely there are others about. I better go plant this thirsty fellow and see what happens. You know, I really don't like sunflowers. They're just too big. They look weird. They kind of creep me out. Like, flowers shouldn't be that big. This looks like just the place. You stick the budding branchler into the fertile soil of the fairy circle. The suspicious flower bud wiggles with glee, drinking up the magical pond water. After a few minutes, nothing else happens. Come on, come on. I don't have time to watch flowers grow. Maybe I can speed things along a bit. A little pick-me-up should be all that's needed here. You drip the invigorating fertilizer on the stumpy branch and it shakes with energy. The ground trembles as roots rip out around your feet. Rumpling! You find yourself looking up at an odd little house that's grown out of the flower bud. An even odder little man sits on the porch glaring at you. Oh, will you just leave me be? I don't know how you managed to track me down, but please just go away. Hold on now. You've led me on quite the messy merry goose chase. You are the rumpling, are you not? He sighs and cleans a smudge off his spectacles. Congratulations, you caught me. The story's true then? I've caught you, and now you must grant me my weight in gold? Curse that stupid legend. Look, sorry you came all this way, but I don't do that stuff no more. I'm retired. These days I'm more into woodworking. Wouldn't you rather have a cute little birdhouse instead? I know a magical contract when I hear one. I found you fair and square, so cough up the gold, shorty. Too bad. I threw my alchemist stone into a bottomless lake. Without that stone to make gold, I'm as poor as a pauper. Why would you do that? Why do you think? Because villains like you kept on trying to shake me down for money. All that rotten stone ever did was bring me misery. Well, I'm not leaving empty-handed. You created the alchemist stone in the first place. You must know how to make another. He blinks at you with his magnified eyes. You want an alchemist stone of your own. Ha! Well, okay. It's your funeral, lady. I've still got the distilling equipment in my workshop. Just bring me these ingredients to make a new alchemist stone. Oh boy. Oh, well, there's the golden egg. Crystal newt spine. I still need to be able to get to the fucking winter. A chemical alloy. I have to make 2 of those, and I can't. Corpse flowers are cool as hell. Yeah, but those are like supposed to be creepy. I don't know. I think it's partially to do with the sunflower's big old face and lots of little seeds. Got a little tiny touch of trypophobia. I don't need that shit. Hey, Sarah! I forgot to answer your message earlier. I like the color of your sweater. See, I said it in front of everybody, so it's real. Okay, how the fuck can I make this goose knot? Glitter bomb, okay. Deuces, losers. I do have boop blocks. Boops blocked. Boops been blocked. Well, I have no goddamn idea how to get to the motherfucking mountains. None. Oh, it's right here. Sorry. Do it to Baker too if it makes you feel any better. Silver fox. Frozen treat? Okay. No snare. All right. Oh, did he? Nice. The first, I'm assuming the first one is good game. I had all these plans for all the games that we would try to play while I was not somewhere where I could, you know, while I was not home or whatever while we were packing, but I've packed basically the rest of everything. We're gonna be cut down to console games and or computer games and classic. Okay, we need more ice berries. Oh, is this the stag? Stay back, spirit. I have nothing you want. Keep your wits about you, boy. I'm just an old woman. Oh, so you are. My apologies. One can never be too careful traveling about the mountainside. Plenty of tricksters like to disguise themselves and play pranks on me. I meant no disrespect. None taken. What are you doing out in the cold, anyway? I've come to collect ice berries for my brother's coronation. He's going to be crowned king of the whole realm today. King, according to whom? Well, according to him, I suppose. He is the eldest, after all. He says it's his destiny. Some days, I'm not so sure, though. I feel like I should be doing more than just tending to the castle's gardens. So he gets to be king and you get to pick berries till your fingers fall off? It's not so bad. I like the crisp air and fresh snow. There's something magical about the wilderness. But listen to me prattle on. I still need to collect the ice berries my brother requested. He's very particular when it comes to, well, anything really. A job shared is done twice as quickly. Let me help you before the frost bites. Why, thank you. I am getting a bit chilly. I only need a few more ice berries. I don't want to do this one yet. Up on the slopes of the mountain, you spot a camp of dangerous-looking fur trappers sharpening their spears. No need to bother them just yet. Well, fine. Should I get a couple more things? Probably. Just in case. Perfect. Okay, right below us is the path here. Off-putting snowman. No less crudely constructed than the other snowmen that surround it, something is nevertheless off about this one in particular. Whether it's the too many limbs, the stitched mouth, or the trio of antlers, it irresistibly beckons to your touch. As soon as your fingertips touch its cold surface, it falls completely to pieces. Stop right there. The court isn't accepting peasant complaints at the moment. Who are you calling a peasant? Well, whatever you are, you're not on the list. The stag is holding a very prestigious banquet. If you want to air your grievances to one of the royals, you might have better luck with the buck. Well, we could go back and finish the pig now, actually. Let's do that, because I think we're the furthest along on the pig. I'm sorry, the hog. Hoggant. Granny T Fierce, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Ministry of Silly Walkthroughs, new friend. Let's see. The sow slowly grinds the blade of her cleaver across the new whetstone, sending flecks of rust flying. She plucks a hair from her own chin and tests the keenness of the edge by splitting it in half. Ho ho! Not bad at all. Go on, take this old stone and throw it in a trash bin. Is this just an old brick? No wonder it didn't sharpen anything. Reurn. Okay, there's our second typo. No worries, I love lurkers. Lurkers are the best. I always appreciate anybody in any way they choose to be here. This ham is almost ready for dinner. It just needs one more helping of soul food. Something special from that brutish butcher will be the last ingredient I need. You toss the old brick into the effigy's ravenous maw and it cracks to dust within moments. With its final meal of bricks, the porcine simulacrum swells to monstrous proportions. Ah, my hair's almost dry. Not quite. I think I packed my hairdryer. That sucks. A rattling laugh chills your blood as the old man's spirit looks upon your work. Ha ha! What a proper beggar's feast this is. Shit, what was his voice? Alms for the poor. There we go. I thank you for the kind gesture, but I still don't see how this will bring justice to those wretched swine. Just you wait. I have to fire up the barbecue first. I do what? Oh, cinder. Okay. Got that. Somewhere. Striking a spark into the pit, you set the tinder alight. You take a step back, watching the orange flames leap high into the air. Okay, this is too many uses of the word porcine. The porcine effigy blackens as you tend the fire and fuss over the coals. A succulent aroma begins to waft on the wind. The old man licks his translucent lips hungrily. I swear I can almost smell a delicious roast. Ah, if only it were real. Over the sound of crackling logs, you hear a crowd of footsteps come padding down the road toward the cooking pit. Over here! I know I smelled something good! It's the others! My friends! You've come back! Ah, ghost! No, wait, is that old man McGraw? Say it ain't so, old-timer! When you never showed up for the morning head count, we all feared the worst. Oh, it's true. I ended up as pig food. Can you believe that? I worried you would all face the same fate as me. However, did you escape the hog farm? It was the strangest thing. The swine sisters started complaining about the weather being too hot, even though it's pretty chilly if you ask me. All of a sudden, they bolted into the woods, squealing all the way, left the gate wide open and everything. Then we smelled something delightful in the breeze and couldn't resist. It's been so long since we've had anything other than pig slop. Gosh, that smells so good. Is it barbecue? Where did you get all that food? In place of the brick, sticks, and straw. Oh, I get it. Brick, sticks, and straw. I get it. It took me a while, but I got there eventually. The porcine effigy has split into a mountain of delectable, sizzling meats. Ham, sausage, bacon. It all looks so delicious. What a wonder. It truly is a feast. Thank you. What did I tell you? Enjoy yourself for a little while longer and be at peace. The starving crowd happily helps themselves to the feast, cheering, laughing, and praising the old ghost's name. You see something twinkle amongst the cooling coals of the cooking pit. Warm to the touch, you pick out a piece of greasy gristle from the soot. On closer inspection, it appears to be 3 separate chunks. One fat piece, one long piece, and one small piece. The souls of the pigs. Well, that counts as 3, goat, so... Glistening pile. Beautiful. Okay, what's next? I think we're next probably on the wolf. Great. Let's go shoot ourselves a wolf. Probably not how it's gonna go down. I feel like I might have left a little conditioner in the back of my head. This is perfect. That wolf won't know what hit him. I'll meet you at the Darkwood and we'll put an end to this terror once and for all. Hey, Ember, how are ya? With bullet and blunderbuss in hand, the huntsman jogs off down the road towards the swamp. I sure hope he finds his bravery along the way, or it won't matter what sort of slugs he's slinging. Ah, the Darkwood, north of the swamp. Yes, we knew. Ah, he's gone. Yeah, Newbie got crazy earlier. Newbie's crazy all the time, but you know. Find yourself looking down at the gaping mouth of a gun muzzle. Who's there? Just show yourself. Don't you point that thing at me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. It's just so dark in here. I can hardly see my own shadow. Why do you think they call it the Darkwood? Keep your head on your shoulders, lad. We got a big bad wolf to bring down. Right. I'm totally not afraid of a vicious 7-foot-tall killer who makes his home in a forest as black as night. You need to concentrate on the task at hand. We only have 1 silver bullet. And if the wolf catches even the smallest whiff of our plan, it's curtains for us. Ah, no pressure. So what exactly is the plan? The wolf is waiting in his cabin. I'll sneak up and lure him to you with my puppet, just as I did before at the tavern. Meanwhile, you'll find a good hiding spot and ready your gun. And this time I won't wimp out. I've got the silver bullet. So, do you know which way the wolf's cabin? I can't really make out a path or anything. Let me worry about that. You just get yourself ready. And remember, don't miss. Yep. I figured that was gonna happen. Yep. A keen-eyed owl inspects you from its roost. Hoo-hoo! Well, hoo-hoo to you too. I wonder what it is you're trying to say. Avian lexicon, eh? Oh, I only have one red feather. Boo. Pigeon heads and red feathers. Okay. Okay, so pigeons are in the town. Red feathers are in the winter. You know, in the winter. What's the other thing? What was the other thing? Okay. Pigeons. Oh, that was enough. Great. Gonna get one more pigeon anyway. Oh, fuck. There was the head. Damn it. Right behind that. Oh, well. I guess it'll either still be there or it won't be. You wave your linguistic scroll at the owl, magical quill at the ready. Well, speak up. Hoo! Hoo! The quill scribbles across the parchment of its own accord, translating the owl's hoots into something more understandable. Walk warily, naive neighbor. Exploration seldom escapes notice. West, west, north, north, east, east, south, east, north. I don't have any paper left. West, west, north, north, east, south, east, north. What does that even mean? I thought owls were supposed to be wise. Well, that's why it let us go over so far to this side. Thanks, Crumb. It gave it to us on the screen anyway. We were both expecting to be mistreated. That must be the wolf's cabin up ahead. He's expecting Little Red to come and knock, and so I'll need to use the puppet to lure him to the huntsman's ambush. A wisp. Puppet the red-hooded doll to the door of the wolf's rickety cabin. An evil light glows from within, casting eerie shadows on the ground. You lift the puppet's head to peep through the window, spotting chewed bones and torn rags littering the floor, but no sign of the wolf. Suddenly, yellow eyes stab out of the shadows. There you are, my delectable little pork chop. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me. Through the strings of the puppet, a chill runs down your spine as your animal instincts can't help but scream one thing. Run! Was I supposed to follow the wisps? Ah. Got it. This is remarkably stressful. Fuck. At your command, the puppet comes to a halt at the center of a moonlit clearing. The wolf bursts out of the shadows, gripped by ferocious rage. Ha ha! There's no place left to hide, little piggy. You're mine now! All mine! Baring his fangs, the wolf pounces into the air with tremendous force. The sound of thunder roars loudly from across the clearing. Crows scatter into the night air, and the dark wood falls silent. Blinking in disbelief, the wolf staggers to a stop. He glances down at his chest where a crimson spot blossoms out onto his vest. The huntsman reveals himself from the bushes, holding his smoking weapon anxiously. You shot me. The beast crashes to the ground, exhaling his final breath. His glassy eyes transfix on the full moon high above. Hesitantly, the huntsman boggles at the wolf before a triumphant grin crosses his face. I did it! I actually did it! I defeated the wolf! Don't forget that you had some help, kid. This villain won't hunt any longer, and that's what really matters. As the huntsman strikes a courageous pose atop his trophy, something pearly white falls from the wolf's mouth. You pick up the glistening I was gonna say glistering. I was prepared to say glistering because I am ruined. I'm just ruined. Broken by the wolf's fall. From deep inside the bloodied tooth, you can faintly hear the whimpering of a dog. The soul of the wolf. I wasn't expecting the wolf to get shot. That's not how I was expecting this to go. What did we have to do for the hawk? I don't remember. Oh, alchemical alloy. What did that look like? Oh, we've got everything for the hawk. Okay. Probably slow down on resource gathering, to be honest. We're getting close. I also probably didn't need to go the long way around, but here we are. Oh, wait, no. We were supposed to go to the field. I forgot. There's too many places. They shouldn't be everywhere. They should just be somewhere. The Rumpling's eyes light up at the sight of the alloy, and he rubs his fingers together in anticipation. The Rumpling looks away from the newt's spine, gesturing vaguely at the ground beside him. You lay it nearby. You pass the golden egg into the hands of the Rumpling, who receives it tentatively, as if it could hatch at any moment. Collecting all the components into his arms, the Rumpling disappears into his little treehouse. You can't tell exactly what he's doing inside, but the sounds and the smells emanating from the chimney make you think it's better left unknown. He emerges sometime later with singed eyebrows and foggy glasses. Eureka! I've done it! Oh, wait, what was his voice? He holds out a glowing emerald with a pair of iron tongs. Here! Go ahead! It's yours! The Rumpling can barely contain his snickering. You appraise the glittering jewel. It's abnormally heavy in your hands. Very pretty. The little man's giggling abruptly stops and his face falters with disbelief. Oh, What's the matter? You seem disappointed. Well, it's nothing. This is just not what I expected is all. He strokes his beard thoughtfully. I guess I should have told you earlier, but there's a slight, curse to the stone. It can only be touched by one whose heart is free of avarice. How convenient of you to leave that part out. Since you went to all the trouble of tracking me down, I just assumed you were in it for the gold. Oh my, no. I don't care much for the wretched stuff. This gold is meant for someone else. Well, I gave you what you asked for. Our deal is done. Now leave me in peace. All right. No need to be rude. I've got to bring the stone back to the millers. Like an ultimate chicken horse character. I'd buy it. You're back! The Hawk will return with his goons any minute now! Don't worry, I've got a solution to your monetary problems right here. You hold up the alchemist stone proudly. Oh, that's a very fine jewel, but I don't think it'll be nearly enough to satisfy the Hawk. Just stand back and watch. All this grain is just waiting to be spun into gold. You place the stone into a barrel of grain and it melts through the kernels like butter. The barrel bursts under the weight of glittering golden coins spilling out onto the floor. Wow, it's a miracle! You touch the alchemist stone to a bushel of straw and it instantly transforms into a mound of sparkling riches. Amazing! I can't believe my eyes! You roll the alchemist stone into a bag of flour and mountains of golden dust rip through the canvas sack. You breathe the metal into your lungs, and then you get 14 anti-vaping Twitch ads. How's this possible? I've never seen so much gold in my life. Before the millers can so much as count a single coin, the door crashes open. The Hawk strides into the mill, flanked by a pair of guards, cracking their knuckles. Time's up. Where's my money? Yeah, pay up, squirts. Master Hawk, not to worry, we got your payment right here. I love the design of the Hawk, yeah. Same with the buck. His eyes open wide at the sight of the piles of gold strewn about the mill. What? What? How? Never you mind how. This should be more than enough to cover the cost of the miller's debts and the deed to the property. I don't understand unless... No, it can't be. He points a hooked talon at you accusingly. You're the Rumpling. There's no other explanation. Guard, seize her! The two goons leap up and grab you roughly by the arms. You're making a terrible mistake. Just take your money and leave these good people in peace. Don't play smart with me, imp. I know how the legend goes. I've caught you, and now you must give me my weight in gold. Haha, I'm rich. I'll lock you up and squeeze you for every penny you've got. I'll be the wealthiest hawk in the entire kingdom. No, the entire world. Now pay out my first installment, Rumpling. He outstretches his hand towards you greedily. As you wish. You dangle the alchemist stone out over his palm. You're a little heavier now. No sooner does the cold stone touch the hawk's skin than a brilliant flash of yellow light engulfs the mill. When the light fades, the hawk stands before you, transmuted into a solid gold statue. What magic is this? Horrified, the two soldiers beat a hasty retreat through the door. What happened? Is he okay? Oh, he's fucking dead. You tuck the stone safely back into your satchel and give the hawk statue a pat. I think this should set you up nicely. Just don't go spending it all in one place. Well, thank you. How could we ever make this up to you? Live a rich and full life. That ought to be enough for anyone. You notice a stray feather glinting on the floor. You pluck the golden feather and run your fingers along the gleaming barbules. Barbules? It makes a sound like coins falling into a wishing well. The soul of the hawk. This is my payment. There's a little bit of beef still, or ground beef still in there. If you want a wrap or something. Or a quesadilla. I took a pork loin out for tomorrow. I like this snowman right here with the giant dumper. Any luck finding those ice berries? Ah, just look at the wonderful bounty you've gathered. He gladly takes the berries from you and places them in his pack. It was no problem at all. The stroll through the brisk air was quite refreshing. Only my brother cared as much for the beauty of this place. He's always been content staying amidst the nobles of his court. I should like to meet this brother of yours. He sounds like quite the ruler. But why didn't you say so? I'd be happy to invite you into the castle. The buck slips his arm out toward you in a gentlemanly fashion. You take it with your gnarled claws and nod. Let's be off then, shall we? The prince isn't accepting peasant complaints. Scat, you old crow! How dare you speak to my guest with that tone? Apologies, sir. I didn't know she was your guest. Don't apologize to me. I'm not the one you disrespected. Right, I'm sorry, miss. What I meant to say was, welcome to the court of the magnificent and benevolent stag. Louder and with more pomp, please. I hereby welcome thee, Lady of the Swamp. Lady of the Swamp, to celebrate with us on this most auspicious day, the bequeathing of the kingdom to he whose antlers reach the hithermost clouds and shine with justice, and... That'll do just fine. Carry on guarding. We're right. The buck turns to you and nods to his pack. I've got to prepare the berries for the ceremony and do some final pruning in the hedge maze. I'll meet you inside. Missing a couple things. Disaffected noble. Sitting upon a lofty throne, the prince looms over his court of nobles. Not too many tiny cakes. They can't outnumber the tarts. And where is my useless brother with those berries? Everything must be perfect for my coronation. I think I saw him slink off to the garden, sire, no doubt shirking his royal duties once again. Ingrate. That's some music. Please tell me it's a car and it's leaving. Okay, there it goes. Good God. Okay, I'm sorry. That's fine. Sorry. Thank you. I starved, Grid. Poor Grid Monkey. Ingrate! I do so much for that little rascal, and he doesn't even bother to show me the respect I deserve. I know, right? Same. Here, same. Hey, hey, hey! I should have had him exiled long ago, if only he weren't my brother. Goth. A fantastic idea, Your Grace. He will be shown the door as soon as the ceremony is concluded, I assure you. My days of sharing the throne with that dandelion are almost over. It's best he lives out his days on the mountain. Lord knows it's where he belongs. The stag's eyes narrow suspiciously at a cluster of nobles. Speaking of my brother, have you three taken care of the statue in the hedge maze? Oh, yes, Your Majesty, just as you requested. Don't you worry yourself, my lord. The nobles exchange hurried whispers, but you can't hear them clearly. I wonder what all the fuss has to do with a measly statue. Something doesn't feel right. Perhaps I ought to take a look at it myself. Well, there's still that statue back in the forest. I bet we're gonna have to go back there. And there's still that locked gate in the bottom of the well in the forest. At the foot of the marble statue is a cracked and weather-beaten plaque. You wipe snow from the engraved slab and find that large chunks have been hewn away from it. Only a few words are still legible. Stag. Rightful heir and ruler. Revealed. The choice of words is quite convenient for our royal aspirant. I wonder what the rest of the story had to say about the matter. You pick a tuft of colorful fur caught on the statue's raised hoof. It looks to be from a very expensive piece of clothing. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of the statue. Truth serum. Ugh, crow's feet. Okay. Back to the fields. I don't know if we're gonna have to make like 3 truth serums. Hey, Walker. There you go. Get dead. A noblewoman snaps her fingers at you as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe in her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. There's a broken plaque in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque? It's the last time I help out this stag, I tell you that much. He was whining about a prophecy or some such nonsense, told me to get rid of a piece of that plaque for him. I tore my finest winter muff trying to get to grips with that damnable thing, so I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. You snap your fingers and the noblewoman makes a disappointed frown. She pulls up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing had happened. You slather a cracker with liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over top. Soon enough, a nobleman licks his lips and indulges himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? The nobleman scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean that one with the stag smashed up? Not really supposed to talk about it, but, he told me to get rid of some chunk of marble. Terrible heavy thing. Anyway, I just left it behind one of the wooden benches in the maze. Did he really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? You snap your fingers and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing had happened. You stick your syringe into a plump macaroon, I don't know. I don't like them. I don't enjoy them. And offer it up to the nearest nobleman on a silver platter. He pops it into his mouth without even looking at you. The broken plaque in the hedge maze. Would you happen to know anything about it? The noble's eyes flutter, and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of the stag? He broke it. He should have been the one disposing of the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor. Can you imagine? So anyways, I just tossed the piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time, he should get some of the servants to do his dirty work. You snap your finger at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing had happened. Well, that doesn't sound like pizza, Grid. It sounds like a bag of chips. You also got chips? You did. Wedged under the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. I love the cauldron hat. It's great. It feels like Fashion Souls. Buried beneath a heaping of snow, you finally managed to find a hunk of snow, or a hunk of stone. And I really like that the handles are almost like earrings. Like they make conceptual sense as earrings. Pizza sounds like sliding around it sounds like sliding around the inside of a cardboard box.
Freezer pizza.
Freezer pizza. Just as described, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. Hey, Grid. Grid's so good to me. That looks like the last piece of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the stag statue if I want to make sense of this. What? Oh, Grid scared you? Are you ready to see an actual streamer die tonight? Like... Home invader. Somebody highlight it, please. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their— oh, we already read that, sorry. You snap the broken chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plaque quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be rightful heir and rightful the heir and ruler. To be rightful, the heir and ruler. Okay. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. Looks like the stag is trying to cut his dear brother out of this birthright. I wonder what's the business with the crystal flower. The Buck knows his way around a garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. Licking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down as you approach. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in the hedge maze. Granted, you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower, would you? Crystal flower? Why, they're very, very rare. It said they only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is refracted in the facets of each frosted petal. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. Hey, you're right. That's a brilliant idea. What better gift for the from the court's gardener than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, but the trek up the mountain is perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense. I was heading up that way anyway. You just stay close behind. Really? You'd help me? Well, all right. What are we waiting for then? Meet me out by the slopes and we'll get underway. It's okay, Static. I answered with a lot of jerk-off motion, so... It's probably... Your internet was probably trying to protect you. You see the Buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Shh, they'll hear you. Look! Through the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carry sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers. They keep my brother's court supplied with furs, but they've been out here for so long that they'll hunt anything that moves. Would be a shame if those antlers of yours ended up as somebody's trophy. Wait here and let me deal with them. All right, be careful. Oh, suddenly they're there. Okay. Touch of cold. Oh. You did that on purpose. Ah, that's terrible. That's very smart. Fuck you. Ah. And I just did it without thinking. You're such a philanthropist. Looking out for the good of all others. Or something. I love it when video games have to give you something to collect in the winter, so they're like, yeah! Mushrooms, but in the snow! Yeah! Dryad heart, come on. I'm a little scared we're gonna need another one. I feel like we're not because the Dryad Heart is very labor intensive. But I'm gonna get another one just in case. Yeah, the inventory is, I don't know. Like, I get it, because that's literally the only thing that we do in this game is collect things to make into things to put places. That's it. But and you don't want all the things to be in the same place that you are, because that's boring. And mostly it's not like that far, you know, to travel. But, yeah. Yeah, the spell slots are tough. Well, I guess I hope we're gonna be asked to go there soon. Okay, well that's good. It worked on everybody. You glance at the buck hiding safely behind a tree on the far side of the camp. Making a raven's call, you signal for him to join you. The buck picks his way through the frozen trappers. Are they going to be okay? Ah, they might catch a case of the sniffles. Nothing a nice warm bowl of soup won't fix. Come along now, we're still a ways away from the mountain peak. I think I know a way up. I'll meet you ahead. Come join me when you're ready. Thank you for not making me do a fetch quest, or a thingy. An escort mission. Geyser. Before you stands a looming rock face. Not even the most determined climber could hope to scale it. I thought you said you knew a way up to the peak. Well, you see, this is the Great Geyser. When the air is cold enough, the water erupting from it freezes solid. I thought it might give us something to climb up. You look into the dry crater at the bottom of the sheer cliff. I don't see much erupting happening down there. It's been dormant for a few seasons now. I kind of hoped we'd get lucky. I don't trust any luck that I don't make myself. You take a moment to ponder your situation and eye the small geysers nearby, frequently spewing steam up into the frosty air. I suppose these other water spouts all draw from the same underground source. I think you're right. They started popping up shortly after the Great Geyser fell silent. Then I wager if we plug them all up, we'll be able to make the big one blow its top again. Plug them with what? You turn your attention to the bleeding mountain goats digging for lichen nearby. Those frosty beasts look to be about the right diameter. Maybe I can coax some of them into position. No, we'll just put some goats in them. I'm glad I got all that water. Fuck. Oh, this one's milk. Shit. Alright, we need milk and... dragonfly wings. Fine. I think there's only two though, right? Or at least I only see two goats. Three. No, we cannot milk the goats. Oh, that's neat. I wonder if you can do anything with that. I wonder if you can utilize that in a shitty way. Okay, that should be enough. On the plus side, it really doesn't actually take as long to get anywhere. Even when you're like, oh, I have to go all the way back to wherever, it's not really that bad. Perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. They look like they're having a great time. With the plump bodies of braying goats clogging up the small geysers, the earth beneath your feet begins to grumble. The mountain goat's eyes go wide as the pressure builds beneath them. With no other outlet, the stream rushes towards the only opening left. With a deafening boom, the long dormant geyser erupts, sending a great spear of water high into the air. As the deluge reaches its apex, ice crystals begin to form in the mist, twinkling as they hang in the air. Bit by bit, they begin to build on each other, forming a larger and larger crystal until it forms a great column of ice, rising all the way up towards the mountain peak. Ha! I can't believe it worked! Last one to the top is a spotted fawn! You stand at the mountain's peak, buffeted by wind and snow. Now then, where's this crystal cave you spoke of? I'm not sure. I think it should be just up ahead, but in this blizzard I can hardly see my own nose. The buck jumps behind you, pointing into the frigid fog. Wait, what was that? You squint into the galing winds, unable to see anything but white. Probably just another mountain goat. I wouldn't be so sure. When I was little, my brother told me stories of the snowkin who live up here. He said if I ever went up to the mountain, the snowkin would blow a great blizzard down on me. He said they'd turn me around and give me false directions until I got lost and froze solid. Sounds to me like these snowkin might be some kind of guardian spirits. And if they're aiming to keep people away from something, they surely will know where that something is. I have a notion to find our way as they do, but it will take a considerable quantity of their essence. That sounds dangerous. I'll just stay put then. I know better than to wander blind in a snowstorm. Will there be birds up here, maybe? Thank you. Huh, there's a lot of these motherfuckers. Look, see how the snow swirls in strange directions? Maybe the snowkin know the path? You pile the mystical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. The flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on, then. I'm getting chilly. You prod the snowdrift with a muttered invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl into an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up the mountain peak. There it goes. That must be the way to the crystal cave. He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. His face falls as you arrive at another sheer cliff. I don't understand. The snow stops here, but there isn't anything more than rocks. Did the snowkin mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end, look. You gesture to the cliff where the eddies of swirling snow quickly gather. Within moments, the entire wall of rock is buried under fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away to reveal a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave, you did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. Oh dear, look at all these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm gonna pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impetuous youth with a quick tug and mutter beneath your breath. Hold on. The prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. These other flowers must be a deception meant to trap foolhardy would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only mean to say we should find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. I think I see just the one right over there. This is the one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I seem to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, careful not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff to stick your fingers in. The buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling the blossom's magical aura. Wow, smells just like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by the shrill cries of aristocrats clamoring against each other. I found them! Over here, my lord! In a rush of colorful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from their midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother. The young prince blinks in confusion. What are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper, you thought you could slip off when I wasn't lurking and steal the crown from me? You don't think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool! Only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king! The stag reaches down at his feet and plucks the closest flower. See? Only I can... Fuck off. The stag never finishes a sentence. His defiant pose forever imprisoned inside solid ice. Oh, my brother, what have you done? You give the mystified buck a reassuring pat on the back as the nobles gather closer. The true king has been revealed indeed. King, you mean me? You are the prince after all, and I suppose that prophecy was pretty clear. Magic flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing. And if you tend your kingdom with the same care you tend your garden, you'll do just fine. The ring of nobles crowd around the buck. You know, I never cared much for the stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king! Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches on something sticking out of the permafrost. You reach down and pick out a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. The souls of the stag, hawk, hogs, and wolf rattle inside your pack like angry insects. That's the last of these villains. Now it's time to put an end to this wretched business with the goat. Oh, you know what we should use? Oh, that's not what I meant. Time to go home. Well, that was a waste. A complete and utter fucking waste. No, that's 4. Hawk, hogs, wolf, buck, stag. Stag, not buck. The goat paws the floor with a cloven hoof. You've returned. I was beginning to grow impatient. I would have thought patience to be one of your strong suits. But don't fret, I've brought you the last of your souls. Delicious, are they not? You know what to do. Shimmering sensations of the hawk wash over you. The nib of a quill scratching on parchment. Coins clinking. The sharp snap of a closing padlock. Your eyes water at the smell of the hogs. Grunting swine and buzzing flies. A cleaver falls onto a wooden block. Blood, bone, meat. A chill runs through your fingers as the stag sockets into the wall. Condescending laughter, schemes in the snow, pride, arrogance, hubris. Your mind slinks into shadows in the presence of the wolf. Soft footfalls padding through dried leaves, hot breath, big eyes, sharp teeth. The collected souls vibrate with incandescent intensity. They seem to melt into their recesses, boiling away into tiny pinpricks of starlight. Soon nothing remains of them except 12 smoldering scorch marks on the stone wall. Ah, well done. That's that. Our contract is fulfilled. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Hang on. What about your end of the deal? You said you'd return my memories to me. Did I? Well, perhaps I misspoke. You never really had any to begin with? What are you talking about? I just don't remember them. I woke up and met me? Yes, that sounds about right for your very first memory. What? But you told me that I brought this sleeping maiden to you, that I asked you to save her soul. Oh, What I meant to say is that she came to me. She asked me to save her own soul. See, I was right. But it's so very easy to get confused. You, her, really, what's the difference? Dawning realization creeps over you like ice water. Her life was cut short. Whether by the wolf's fangs or the hog's cleaver or under the weight of a dozen other wrongs, I do not know. But in desperation, she called out to me. So we struck a deal. I would save her soul in exchange for theirs. 1 for 12. But it's not like I could let her go and collect them herself. She needed to stay here, you see, as insurance. So what then? You created me? Is that it? To collect these souls on her behalf? Well, I should say that she created you. Snipped off a piece of herself to do it. It was all worked out in the contract, of course. And now that contract is fulfilled. Panned out nicely for everyone, I'd say. So if you, by which I mean she, ever need to get out of another bind, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Ta-ta for now. The room fills with a flash of blinding light. You blink and the goat is gone, leaving only a goat-shaped hole in the world. Slowly, you turn to face the sleeping maiden. You feel sluggish and heavy. You take a strained step towards the gilded coffin. Your legs snap like dry twigs and you crumple to the floor. The cauldron is the last to fall. It resounds with a hollow clang as it bounces off the ground. Well, this is the worst thing to ever happen. You slowly open your eyes and see the vaulted ceiling of the hall. You raise your hand to touch the clear crystal surface of the gilded casket. The glass lid slides open effortlessly and you swing your legs to sit up. The marble floor is smooth and cold under your bare feet. You stoop down to pick up the familiar metal cauldron. Slowly, memories come back at its touch. I have so many questions. I don't know. God. Games are really good when you finish playing them and you're just like, what do I do now? Oh, fuck that. Man. Come on, there's gotta be like an epilogue. Fuck you. I did like at the very end it started referring to her as us, you know? When the maiden woke up it said you as opposed to, you know, the maiden. Like we weren't really dead, like we were reintegrated into her. Oh, damn. Damn. That's awesome. That was so good. Well, I don't know, what did you guys think? Because I had a great time playing this. I thought the visuals were great, I thought the music was great, I thought the writing was phenomenal. I definitely thought the gameplay itself was simplistic. It's not like any of this was hard. Once I figured out you could right bumper or left bumper, you know, right bumper, you could bumper over to see where the stuff was. It was, you know, a collect and craft and not like hard, but like I said before, it never really felt like it dragged, even though you had to run around to collect the same stuff a lot of stuff. You had to collect a lot of stuff. Oh, you guys are actually upset by, like actually upset by the ending. I don't know. I feel like I am actually redeemed by that one moment where it said you got up. Because it was still a piece of your soul. But I hear you. After all that, I want a couple more answers a little bit more like, a little bit more something. I really, really liked the character design. You know what? Look at the totem that the cauldron's sitting on. And think about the totems in the swamp. What if she started making totems, practicing? Because it said in the swamp, there was that one totem that said, like, somebody made this who definitely doesn't know what a human looks like. And then the other totems that we found way later in the game said, it looks like somebody's been practicing. Yeah, I definitely want, like, the little cauldron as a necklace charm. I know, I want more too, I agree. But this was great. Yeah, stuck some soul juice in it and just like dipped. It must have taken her a while. She had to carve out that whole fucking hallway and put a, I don't know, how do you even make a glass casket? Shit. I kind of want to go back and see what kind of achievements are in here. Oh, we got all the achievements. Ah, I love games where we get all the achievements. I feel like I've accomplished something. I feel good. I'm gonna pin that one to my Steam profile. Well, I guess we have learned all of the things that we are allowed to learn. Right? I mean, I'm sure I pushed it a little bit. I'm sure I didn't have to make it quite as dirty as it was, but it certainly had some delicious subtext, some delicious innuendo in there. I am just really impressed by the writing. There were a couple of typos. Who made this? Whitethorn Games. 2021 last year? Ooh, is it coming out on Switch? Might be more fun to play with a touchscreen. I still haven't actually played Viscera Cleanup Detail. I installed it. Gibbs, get off my desk. There's so many games. I have no idea what we're gonna play next. I have no idea. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna... I think I might not be on tomorrow. We'll see. I have a pickup. Well, it's not even a pickup. I have somebody coming in at like 7:30. I'm probably not gonna make it. Alien Trap? Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna have to think about... Nah, I packed the PS4 today. I gave up and I packed the PS4 and the Xbox One because I just don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea. I was gonna keep those things out and take them with us, but that was when I was assuming that I was just gonna move into the house, and that's not gonna happen now. So I've got the Switch, I've got the PlayStation Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic that I'm gonna try to carry with us, but I don't know. I'm starting to freak out because, well, I mean, I've been freaking out this whole time, but like, I don't know if I have to be out of here by the 30th or if I can stay till the 15th. So we're gonna get all of our stuff out of here for the 30th, so that'll be fine. But then, like, great, I can stay with Baker, but, you know, an overnight is a lot different from a week or two. So, like, no, you're fine. I just appreciate you guys being patient with me on the days that I just can't stream. There've been some days where I've just been so fucking tired. I just can't do it. Work has been really busy, and then also moving everything in here has been really tiring, so I really appreciate everybody's flexibility, and nobody's made me feel guilty about it, which I also appreciate. And just being able to sit down and focus on this and blow off some steam has been wonderful. So you are already helping, but hopefully we'll get some good news on Monday. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what we're going to play next, but I'll think of something. While I still have the PC set up, we'll probably focus on PC games, and then we'll probably end up getting stuck back in retro world. But that's fine. We've got plenty of retro shit that we said we were going to check out and then never did. So anyway, I'm going to go see what Grid got at the store for dinner. And I will probably see you guys... Well, I will see you guys soon. How will work out with the move? Work will be very busy, and I will not be able to get out of it. Well, hopefully actually after this week, I'll be okay. It'll be a little bit better, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, bye, friendos. Have a good night.